Hello and welcome again to the Prospective series, and today we have here with us Dr. Nadimul Faisal. Welcome, Dr. Nadimul. So
Thank you
let
very much
me
for having me.
let me introduce you all to Dr. Nadimul. Dr. Nadimul Faisal is a professor of surface engineering and micromechanics at the School of Computing, Engineering and Technology, Robert Gordon University, Aberdeen, United Kingdom. He is also a founder of a startup company, Sequetrics Limited, developing sensing and imaging techniques to automate surface inspection for safety. I would like to welcome you again with the bottom of my heart and diving deep into the topic, directly into the topic. Would you tell us more about your journey in research, why you choose this?
Thank you very much, Filza, for having me. I'm Nadimul Faisal. I'm a professor in mechanical engineering currently at Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen. So I'm originally from India. I've studied in Patna, in a state, in Bihar state. So I did my first degree in mechanical engineering. So during my fourth year, which is final year of Bachelor's of Engineering, there was opportunity to do a project, and that is where I started knowing about project and also doing some research. So I had a chance to learn about developing ideas, looking into challenges and opportunities. So the project I was allocated was related to cooling system, like water cooling system. So I have to investigate a lot, learn a lot. So it was, I would say, my first journey into research domain.
Okay, so that's interesting.
And
Okay.
soon after, once I finished my first degree, then I had a chance to work as a junior research fellow at an organization called ARCI, or you call it International Advanced Research Center for Metallurgy and New Materials. So I was there for 2.5 years. So I was very lucky to be selected to work in a project funded by Department of Science and Technology. So while working, I had a chance to attend various training. I had a chance to do and use various equipment. I was working on developing the tool life of a drill bit. So it was, I would say, my first experience in research. So while I was there, I was collaborating, working with my colleagues with different expertise and interest. And I found that almost everybody working there have a PhD from somewhere. And then I became more curious to find out what is PhD, what it includes, how long it takes, where you can do that. And that is, I went a bit deeper, looking into exploring opportunities in India and abroad. So I applied few places beyond, like for example, in Japan, in Germany, and United Kingdom, and that is how my journey started in UK. I joined here at Watt University in Edinburgh, doing my PhD. I started in 2004 and finished by the end of 2009. And that was an amazing experience doing PhD, in order to enhance my skill and knowledge. Thank you.
So wow, that's interesting. Like how you followed the pathway of research and how it kept on increasing your interest in the field of research. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So, in simple word, could you explain to my viewers how would you explain the importance of research in shaping better future for humanity?
That's a very important question. So what happens? It means if you are interested in research or you have no idea what research is. So one thing very important to be a researcher is curiosity. So you need to have some curiosity, a sort of a spark in your mind, solving a real life problem. So think about the environment wherever we live, there is always some problem. in any sector you go, either in medicine, in engineering, in biomedical field, in social science, social life, geography, history, there's always some problem. So the idea through research is to investigate, to find out how to solve the problem so that it can help the rest of the community, the humanity in this case. So we have to be a bit curious to solve the problem and look into the opportunity and explore the resources which you can use to solve the problem wherever you are. So in my case, in my first journey doing research on a funded project, I mean, so I was looking into a cutting tool like a drill, which can make holes in metal plates. So the idea was how you can increase the lifespan of the tool so that you can reduce the cost of production and make a better drills. So I was looking into how best you can do that. What are the materials? What are the manufacturing techniques? And how much you can increase the lifespan of the tool and so on. So you have to look into within the subject area you're working on what you can do and what best way you can solve the problem. Is all about problem solving.
Yeah, basically, yes. What are the problems our society and our surroundings are facing? Keeping that in mind, we must start understanding and then begin researching about that. Is that what you're saying, right?
Indeed, yes, yes. We have to look into problem in front of us. Yes. There are a lot of problem in modern time. Wherever we live, it means I live in UK, in Scotland. There are a lot of technical challenges in the engineering sector. If you just travel around, you will find a lot of environmental challenges. So we have to observe the challenges, and we have to, if we are skillful enough and knowledgeable enough, we can think about solving the problem, or at least identify somebody else can solve the problem. So again, you need to be curious to solve any real life problem.
Okay. Well, so keeping our education system globally in mind, is it important for students even at young age to develop a research mindset instead of just focusing on memorizing and following the norms?
I would suggest the traditional practice, like as you said, memorization is not something I would recommend. That doesn't help anyone. It may be good to obtain high grades and marks, but when you are coming to real life, it is all about your critical thinking. Yes, how knowledgeable you are, how skillful you are, what problem you can solve. You need to participate, you need to contribute solving some real life problem. So whatever you do, there need to have some impact. Whatever research you do, whatever in whichever company you work, or if you've got your own company to start with, so there need to be impact of the work you're doing. So you have to look into the environment around you and select one or two good problem which you can solve on your own.
So, do you believe our school system, our schools should integrate it in our kids' syllabus from a very young age?
I would say that in recent time there are a lot of improvement in many schools and colleges, but there is still opportunity to make it even better. So I would suggest to provide young kids, students, new generation, some space for free thinking, a critical thinking. And that can be done either through some course, through some event, or in-house, in family. So there need to be have some sort of a discussion around that in terms of critical thinking and free thinking. So that by doing so, the young generation can bring a lot of ways of solving problem which currently we may not be aware of. So we never know how best a new generation can solve the problem. We may be content for now, but I sincerely believe that in times ahead, our young generation who are still in a school these days, they will be able to solve much of the problem in future.
Okay, well, I'm really grateful for you bringing this up. I hope everyone is listening. I hope parents and teachers and educators are listening to this, and I hope they will implement this in their classrooms. So, as you said, you're from India. I would like to know your perspective, your experience for Indian students about their mindset. What do they think about research, and how much you have seen them interested in this?
I would say Indian students are very smart and intelligent. The only thing which I think could be done to make things better, even better, is in school and colleges, uh, they get opportunity, or we can provide opportunity so that they do beyond, they learn beyond the subject. Yes, so anything they can learn which can help them solve the problem. For example, we teach them physics or chemistry or maths. Yes, and of course they have to pass the module subject, but it is very traditional way of teaching a subject. So I think there is a need where a student come up with a problem, and we provide them resource and expertise, and listen to them how to solve the problem. Yes, so that may open up opportunity for critical thinking, smart thinking, thinking differently, not like traditional way of doing the work. So I would say if you provide more space and time and resources to our young kid, I'm sure things will become better and they will be able to solve some real life problem in times ahead.
For sure. Okay, so there are many students who start, but they sometimes they might not end up where they want to. So, what do you think are the key skills and qualities that students need or should develop if they want to become a successful researcher?
So I think first of all, they need to have a clarity what they want to achieve. And if they're not sure, they can always ask their peers, seniors, and family members. Once they know what they want to achieve, then I would suggest to stay focused and work towards it. Everything in our life is important. I'm sure everybody has something to offer. Yes. So I don't mind if somebody have got lower grades in their high school or colleges. Everybody can come up and become somebody at some point of time in their life. Means traditionally in India, I know most of the kids would like to go for engineering and medicine. My idea is, no, whatever subject you do, there's always opportunity to solve some problem in that particular sector. Either you do social science or history or geography or economics, anything. So it need to be beyond only medicine and engineering, because if you see the real life, it includes all those things which I've just mentioned about social life, history, politics, economics. We need people and scientists who can work in different areas and solve some real life problem. If we just stay focused in a couple of subjects like engineering and medicine, that is not a way forward. That will deviate a lot of economics in real life.
Definitely. So many students, as you just said, that there are other subjects also which need scientists. There are many students who feel research is a difficult field and it's only for scientists or for people who has taken science. So how can we change this mindset and make research more accessible for and interesting for each and everyone who would like to do this?
I think it means in the society, it is everybody's responsibility, starting, of course, from home, the parents, the relatives, the community, and the state and nation and beyond. So we need to have a discussion and debate, an open discussion, which can help young generation to learn about various aspects of life. So as I said earlier, that every subject is important, every trade is important, every skill is important. We have to identify ourselves, what I would like to do, what is my vision and ambition, and how well I can contribute and participate with the community and society. So I think if there is a clarity early on in the life, that will help a young generation to think beyond a traditional subject. Yes. So that is something is required. And I also believe that the policy by the government, the policymakers, member of parliaments, and various civil servants also have a role to play. Because for whatever reason, in India especially, civil services and medicine and engineering are seen very highly. And that was the case when I was growing up. But after my first degree, I realized that there are life beyond these subject area and a lot of opportunities. You can be somebody, but the thing is you need to stay focused and give your 100%, if not more, to make certain changes in the life, in your life and anybody's life.
Yes, definitely. So it begins from our home, and then if we want to shift the mindset for our whole society, we need to start from our own self and from our own home. So, what are the biggest challenge students or young researchers face today, and how can they overcome this?
I think information and awareness and knowledge. These days, we think it is available, but because of misinformation and miscommunication and things not coming on time, all these can disintegrate our vision and ambition. So we have to look for the right information at the right time. Because the timing is very important. If certain decisions taken early in life is not taken timely, then it will have a long-term impact. Yes, and that is the primary role and responsibility of the primary carer, for example, parents and family members in a given house. That is where things are decided for a long-term impact. So if the family members and means primary members like mother and father, that is where the clarity need to be there, and they need to provide a space to young generation so that they can think based on the correct information and knowledge. People can provide resources of different form and shape. Then I'm sure if the individual, any individual, boys or girls, I'm sure they can be more efficient in their life. Otherwise, you may be learning something, but it will have no value in the real life. And that will be a huge loss for the nation, for the economy, and for the generation.
Well said. I really agree with that, what you said. Like, having clarity is the baseline for anyone and everyone who would like to move forward with any field out there. And parents and caregivers are the first one who can guide them to be clear what they want and why do they want, how they are going to contribute to the world, and later on to their own life. So, how do you see the future of research and innovation in next 10 to 20 years, and what role will today's student play in shaping that future?
That's a very difficult question, but what I can say is there's a lot of gap in the knowledge in every sector. Yes, we do research all the time, so finding the gap knowledge has become easy in modern time, especially with the invent of generative AI. You can fast track some of the gap in the knowledge, but still there is a limitation to the generative AI. because it depends on a lot of existing knowledge. It goes through and search for existing knowledge. So I think if we are a critical thinker, that will help us to identify the gap in the knowledge. And once you identify the gap in the knowledge in your subject area, and if you are interested to investigate and solve the problem, that is where your research journey can start. So either you can be a amateur, a volunteer to do certain research, or you can do through PhD programs, master's programs, or postdoctoral fellowship programs. So these are some of the formal way you can kickstart solving some of the problems. The other ways is you join some scientific lab. Yes, somebody else can define problem for you, and then if you have got the right skill and knowledge, you can solve those problems. You can become academic in the universities or research labs, where you can look into the problems of the life. It can be in any sector, as I said earlier. So that is how you can start. And once you start, you need to stay focused so that you can create impact from the work you are doing. If you are changing your goalpost now and then, because your priority may change, that will be interesting, but you may not be able to completely solve the problem, or it will be difficult to have some clear impact. So the idea is, whatever you do, you need to be very clear why you're doing it, because you'll be putting time and resources, and make sure you conclude so that there's a significant impact in that subject area. I know there are a lot of challenges and barriers in going through this journey, but I would suggest that if you are kick-starting something, it will be really interesting and amazing if you can have a conclusion to whatever extent, so that you feel satisfied and happy, and the rest of the community can benefit from your work.
So that's really clear. I hope it's very much clear for everyone, whoever is listening to this, that we need to have clarity. Our kids need to have clarity where they want to go and what they want to do, rather than just shifting their careers and their subjects. They need to choose right from the beginning what is keeping them engaged and what is keeping them focused. So thank you so much for your time and your wisdom, your knowledge. I'm really grateful for you. So before ending, I would like you to tell us a few tips for our students, keeping the current scenario in mind where the world is changing rapidly. Everyone is scared with AI. AI is going to take over to everything. So what are the tips and strategies would you like to share with our viewers?
That's a great question. So I would suggest nobody have to fear from AI. Very soon we will realize AI is another tool and technology to solve some problem. For example, when MS Office came along, Excel and Word came along, PowerPoint, people realized things, how means they will lose job. Actually, it created job. So AI is nothing. It is dependent on the previous existing knowledge, which is open access. And all these companies who is developing different tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and so on, they are relying on existing body of knowledge, especially from universities and research lab, those who have published their research and made it open access. If these knowledge are not open access or not available in public domain, either paid or non-paid, then ChatGPT or any generative AI will not be able to find those knowledge and information for you. So it is just a collection, a smarter way of providing you an information. But there are still a lot of opportunities in every field. Whatever you do, there is always a gap in the knowledge. And if you are a critical thinker, you can always come up with a new problem. And if you use your open mind to solve the problem, that is a way forward. And to be relevant in times ahead means to be sustainable, to be employable. I think ChatGPT or Gemini, all these tools will be used as a tool to accelerate some of the work. Yes, I believe that they cannot replace us so easily. If we give up, then yes. But humans, we are smart. We can think critically. We can look into things differently, which currently generative AI is not able to do that. For example, whatever response you are looking for, it is dependent on the prompt you are giving to generative AI. So we must not fear the AI. I think take this as a tool and use it efficiently to make things better and smarter and faster.
I believe this is going to be a big relief for students, for young students, because I've been hearing this from many days, many months, that AI is going to take over to a lot of things. But I know, as you also said, it's just a tool made by human, will be used by human. Don't get scared, stay focused, your vision, wherever you want to go, you just need to be consistent. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time and your wisdom. I'm again saying thank you. Uh, uh, where can my viewers find you? Where can they go and connect with you?
They can connect again using all digital tools you have got. For example, I'm available on LinkedIn. You can search with my name. I'm available on Facebook. I'm available on Twitter, and also through various websites. So I work in university, so all of my research work is available in open space. So it is very easy these days to reach out to me.
Thank you. So, for all the viewers, whoever wants to know more about Dr. Nadimul Faisal, I will put all the links in the description box. You can go and reach out and read about him and know more about him, the work he's doing, the way he's contributing for the world, and stay inspired by him. The work he's doing is really great, and I'm really grateful for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Filza, for having me. It was very nice talking to you.
Pleasure. My pleasure. Bye bye and take